wind is really blowing hard now. The surface getting pretty well knocked about. There's not much of that big swell left, and you can see the competitors as they look out to sea trying to work out the alley. Some of the other competitors have been washed along the beach in a girls' race. There's Dean Mercer, been eliminated out of the Ironman final, so he'd really want to do well in this. He's a good board paddler. Good field. We'll go through that in a minute for you. Set to go. Here we go. Open men's board final. And as I said, that wind really starting to blow up here at Kurrawa Beach, and this surface getting knocked down pretty quickly. Yeah, these boards 7.5 kilos, straps at the front, straps at the back. Won't use them on the way, or the straps at the front they might use on the way if they get belted, because they'll flip the boards over. But they'll come into their own on the way home if the big sets hit. Looks like Brett Dowker, Currumbin on the bottom end of the field. There's the field. Dowker, Bitmead, Mercer. Absolute quality field. Watch for Corey Hutchings, David Foster, Phil Clayton. I mean, brilliant field. Brent Payne, former Australian champion. Nathan Meyer will be up there. Mitchell, Irwin Griffiths, Ben Squires. I mean, a fantastic field that you can look at for this. Again, race distance is the same as the girls do. Everything is the same as the rest of the girls. Sit back on the board. The idea being that what you've got to try and do is hit it with momentum. Dean Mercer now, you see, starts to emerge out of that picture there. The two leading competitors got knocked back. As I said, the waves are coming through, but this wind is really getting into them now, and it's just sort of making conditions. There's the Whitecaps, as you can see, the wind howling along. See the spray coming off the waves as they break. Well, that's just gives you an idea of just how much force it's got here. So even though it's still got a bit of size in it, the surf's changed considerably in the last half an hour. Well, Daryl, that wind has just swung around completely. The swell is still there, but the wind is making it choppier and messier and just more bouncy as they go through. 2 leaders out in front, that's Dino Mercer and looks like Dowker from Currumbin. They're getting bashed, and I think there's a couple of guys at the top of the top that have just top right-hand side of the screen. If he sneaks over this and the other gets hit, that can mean a big difference. Now, that's him out. If he can get, he's in still a lot of white water. That, in fact, looks like David Foister from Tugan. David came into the Surf League this year, performed very, very well, both on board and Ironman. Now, if he sneaks out, and a big chance he will, top right-hand side of the screen, he could win this race quite comfortably. He's out, no doubt about that, but in front of him, a bit further out, you can see some swimmers there. Well, they've been in another race, and it's a girls' race, an under 16 or 18 race, and they are washed way down the beach. They're actually swimming back to the can, so this could get a little messy. Yeah, well, it could be. It's just the nature of trying to run about 5,000 competitors over what has been effectively become 2 days. You're undoubtedly going to have these things happen. But at the moment, David Foister showing a fantastic form, David. Tugan has been very, very strong. At the moment, there is no board teams in this Australian Championships because of the logistics as we watch the swimmer go past. Now, David was in Tugan's board teams that were, in their view, red-hot favourites to win the Australian. They won the Queensland very, very comfortably, but he is showing some fantastic form on the board. Pretty amazing stuff here. You see the girls swimming to their cans and the paddlers coming past them. It's like Pitt Street in Sydney down here at peak hour traffic time, I'll tell you. You know, we spoke about Reen Corbett and her style. Watch what David's doing. Elbows, legs, back. You use every muscle that you can. Lying down, give the legs a break. Also, because he's in choppy conditions, it gets very, very tippy. He's around the boys as we watch the rest of the field. Now, that is probably Michael Murray from North Burleigh. It may be Dowker from North Burleigh. Now, these guys are still working in a pack to get around these cans, but David Foister probably on his way home and working with runs. Looks like Dowker in second place. Now, here he goes. Really lifts the rating, and these things will run too. Yeah, now this is where David can have such a big start on the rest of the field because he gets first crack at these runs. If a wave comes up for him, given that he's gotten these straps and he'll take anything in Australian Championship final, it's his race. There's a bump under him, he's working on it. Starts to get the run down the face for David Foister. He's done it pretty well. The gold medal's going to be his. He's only got to hang on to this wave now. Goes down on the belly, gets hold of the straps and rides it out. And what a wonderful ride you're going to get in knowing that the gold is yours. Only a hole or a silly mistake now would knock him about. Down they come behind him. Looks like a North Burleigh cap, I think. Absolutely swallowing in that. It's not Michael Murray, who you would expect Michael to be up there. It's probably Aaron Bitmead, in fact, from North Burleigh. 3 more on waves.
These guys are very, very strong and very, very skilled on waves. All they do is sit at the back, grab the straps and let the board do the work. But David Foyster got it all on his own. A magic moment for David to have it won like this. Look around, far from over, but this is a moment that will go down in his life forever. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, but he sat on that ridge that we talked about, the rim of the bank, and when he got the opening up for the sea, when the window opened, he was there and went straight out, and he never was headed after that. Runs up the beach, gold medal time for David Foyster, and that's a good win. So North Burleigh cap comes in second. Second place to North Burleigh.
I think that may in fact be Jamie Mitchell, really one of their young guys. A race, that's Corey Hutchins in the middle, Service Paradise on the left, that's Nathan Meyer from Service Paradise. The absolute beat sprint. Darryl, how's your running?
Here they go, have a look at this. It'll be Surface Paradise that'll get there. Nathan Meyer puts his head down and crashes over the line and just gets there in front of Corey Hutchins. I'm not too sure who that was from North Burleigh. Can someone help me there?
Well,
We've got second place. There he